Good afternoon. Another embarrassing day in Washington, D.C. Let's lead off with President Trump, who excoriated the president of South Africa, who was here as a guest in the Oval Office, as well as his white minister of agriculture and other white representatives, with Trump repeatedly claiming that white farmers were being subject to genocide and had been killed, and this is just not true. And then he proceeded to show the president of South Africa allegedly crosses at a cemetery that were showing white farmers being killed, and this is not accurate at all. They're white crosses that are placed there, but there's no body underneath it because it doesn't represent any killings. But he managed to do this and embarrass himself again by yelling at NBC reporters, because the only reporters Trump likes are those who cozy up to him and don't bother to tell the truth. This leads us to Tulsi Gabbard, who, as I think I mentioned last week, it was reported, and again yesterday, that the people who did the intelligence report that said that the gang members from Venezuela had no relationship to the Venezuelan government, they'd been pressured to change the report so that she and Trump couldn't be criticized. When they refused to do it, she simply fired them. Then we have Christy Gardner, who I talked about in her preposterous testimony in front of the Senate yesterday. But we come then to RFK Jr., who, until he was told at the hearing, didn't know that child development protection funds at the Department of Health and Human Services had been cut and people let go. He said that was the first time he'd heard of it. He's in charge of the agency, and that when asked why the Center for Disease Control and the lead experts at the Department of Health were not helping in Milwaukee when they'd been asked, he said that they were there and they were providing support, but it turns out that they were not there and they weren't providing any support. And this came directly from the mayor of Milwaukee, who said to, when asked, that they were getting no help from the federal government at all. This is just another typical day with people lying up on the Hill, and the only thing they can ever say is that it's all Joe Biden's fault, notwithstanding the fact we'd had a solid stock market, solid jobs reports, and a lowering of inflation when Biden was in office, and none of that is existing at the moment. So that's what's going on today. It's sort of another day of people not telling the truth in Washington, but what can we expect of what's going on with some of those nutcases? Thanks for listening.